What's up, guys? It's Koff,
And this is Mac.
and we're bringing you a Gears of War 2 commentary. Right now, we're in this game against, we're in a GB match, 3v3 TL, Lancers GBs. Well, I'm not describing
Nah, I
too
didn't even
much.
say nothing that
No,
time.
you know what? We're keeping it, alright? I don't know why I explained
Alright.
so much. But we're playing poser INs. Now, check this out. Their GB team is called Inhuman. Our GB team is called Inhuman. And you all know who the legit IN is.
Me.
So, I mean, watching this, we slapped them up, as you will see. But we're here to bring you our predictions for Gears of War 3.
Predictions.
I'll start off with the first thing I think is a huge controversial topic is the shotgun range, because Epic has never seemed to nail the shotgun mechanics ever since, you know, Gears 1. Gears 1 was the best mechanic that they had, and they just kept screwing it up ever since then. My prediction is that the shotgun range is going to be less. They fixed that, but shotgun battles aren't going to be as fun as they used to be, not as invigorating. They're going to, like, shotgun battle distance on Blood Drive, I predict is going to take about 2 shots with a hard aim or blind fire, which, in my opinion, isn't that fun, but, you know, it's a big step forward.
I agree, and I agree to a certain extent. I mean, first and foremost, everybody needs to realize that Gears of War, at its core, is supposed to be what they call a cover shooter, meaning you're not supposed to be running around, running gun as you would in like a first-person shooter, say like Halo or Call of Duty. So the fact that getting close to somebody could potentially be a lot more deadly in Gears 3, I don't think it should be that big of an issue. If anything, it'll make people play more calculated and tactical, and I think in the end that's going to serve a lot of the Gears veterans in a good way.
The bots. What do you think about the bots, Mac? How would they change
Oh my
in Gears
God.
3?
I predict the bots will probably be almost exactly the same. I think the bots are probably going to be a little bit better in terms of their consistency. I don't think we're like, if you have hosts on your team, most of the time the bots are just like dumb. They don't do anything. And then if you're going against hosts and you have a bot on your team, he's God, and he has like crazy auto aim. So I think they're going to try to balance that out, and they're probably going to make bots more useful with specific weapons. Like in Gears 2, if a bot runs and picks up nades are useless. I don't think I've ever seen a bot tag a nade or throw a nade and get a nade kill. So hopefully they fix that up, and we should probably, well, we're not going to see that in the beta, but I mean, I'm hoping that they fix that, because that's a serious issue in my opinion.
It is. The bots have inhuman capabilities also, where they just do things that, like, peek around corners and stuff, like, no player can do that. Or when they run, they can, like, moonwalk and all types. They're, like, all-knowing, and they'll dodge a sniper shot when they couldn't have possibly seen you. Stuff like that is ridiculous.
Hammer, Dawn, Torque Bow, they dodge every damn thing.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous. They definitely need to. I honestly do think that, like you said, they're not going to really change that much. I think they're going to be slightly better, but they're still going to be a problem. And hopefully they fix that in the beta. I mean, I've already seen gameplay footage, which I'll bring up in the video, of bots doing inhuman things, which is really going to piss me off, and that's the beta. So, I mean, there's a slim chance of hope that they're going to fix that, and I really hope they do.
So people who are watching this video, please don't quit out. Please don't quit out. I don't want to have to deal with bots anymore.
What do you think about the registry on all the weapons? Any weapons in particular you think are gonna work way better or way less?
Registry on, well, the one weapon that I'm praying that they actually do something with is the sniper, because everybody watching this video, I'm sure you've all been there, where you get a headshot that's not a headshot. And what I mean by that is you clear as day hit somebody in their helmet or in their hair or in their eye or something, and their head just doesn't come off for some reason, or the shot just goes clean through them. I'm personally not a sniper, but when I do pick up a sniper and I hit somebody in the head, it's incredibly frustrating. If their head doesn't come off, it makes me not even want to pick the damn weapon up anymore.
Yeah, that stuff is ridiculous. After shots, it seems like, when you shoot them in the face, it doesn't count as a headshot.
Yeah.
You see the blood come off their head and everything, nothing. I think in Gears 3, the registry would be a lot better. By a lot, I mean 3 times better. Because there's no way it couldn't be. I mean, they've been working on server-side
Oh, there's a
hesitation.
way.
I mean, it is epic, but I mean, they should be able to fix that. I have doubts for this game, but I don't doubt the registry on this game. Hopefully, I'm not wrong. Um,
Fingers crossed.
you said something about the exploits and the glitches. How do you feel about the stuff like
Yeah. Well, as far as that, everybody, well, most of us have played Gears 1, all of us have played Gears 2, and in those games, when I bought both of those games when they first came out, and there were glitches, there still are glitches in those games that you can go in the game right now and do, and you could do those in 2008 when Gears 2 came out. And my point being is, I believe wholeheartedly that in Gears 3, September, 23rd, or whatever the release date is, there are going to be people in that game glitching out of maps, doing all types of retarded stuff, and we're still going to see that 2 to 3 years down the road, because that's just been the trend. And it's frustrating, because a game like Call of Duty, I'll give you a quick example. Call of Duty, when it first shipped, and this is Modern Warfare I'm talking about, Modern Warfare 2. When it first shipped, I bought it, and there was a glitch on there called the care package glitch, where you can pretend like we're going to throw a care package, but you can just run really fast, and you can run forward and backwards at the same speed, and you just be knifing everybody. Within a month, after the hardcore gamers complaining, they fixed that. Whereas in Gears 2, a map like Subway, you can still glitch out of the map the same way you could 2-3 years ago. And that's unacceptable to me. But I have a feeling that it's going to be the same old in Gears 3. What about you?
I agree 100%. Epic just doesn't seem to be that company that is just, die hard for the fans. I mean, I'm not going to knock them and say they haven't tried. They've tried with the updates and everything, but I don't know if multiplayer is really their main priority when it comes to Gears of War. So I agree with you 100%.
That's surprising to me, that multiplayer wouldn't be as big of a deal as it should be to them.
Yeah,
that's where it's at.
There was an interview where I heard Rod Ferguson state that 75% of their efforts when it comes to Gears franchise is put into the campaign. So that's so given in 2 years of developing a new sequel, that isn't a good thing at all. I mean, like a game like Halo takes 3 years, so 75%, it leaves a whole year, almost a whole year for them to work on multiplayer. So it really wouldn't slant them whatsoever. But with Epic, that sucks.
It does.
What they have this thing? I'm pretty sure that you can roll in 8 different directions now.
Honestly, I don't think. I guess there are specific circumstances where the 8-directional rolling will come in handy, but then again, I think in some instances it could be a problem. And I'll give you an example why. I'll just give you a map on Gears 2. Security in button room, not in button room, long hallway where the lasers meet the wall. How many times have you seen people in a fight right there and they just jump off into the lasers?
Happens a lot.
You know what I mean? And that's with only 4 directions that you can jump. So how much more likely will you be to jump into lasers now that you can? I mean, it's going to make it so much more sensitive. I don't know.
Sometimes maybe they jump into the lasers because they were in the middle and they were trying to jump either, up or left, for instance, but the game had to assume which one it was because they don't have 8 directions. So maybe it'll be more precise and that might happen actually less.
You're right. That is a good point, but I guess only time will tell, sir. Only time will tell.
I'm really excited for that. I think it'll make the gameplay a lot more smooth. It's just a fact that people don't like change sometimes. That even if it's good,
a lot of times
they just get upset. It is not even a bad thing. That might happen in 8 rolling. It's 8 different directions. That sucks, but it makes the gameplay more smooth. Hopefully, it works good. They have a lot that team deathmatch, and they consolidated some of the other game types. You think that team deathmatch is going to be a good installment?
I'm actually pretty excited about the whole team deathmatch because I think Gears is lacking in terms of the hardcore game types. And what I mean by that is right now Gears 2 is just execution or Warzone. Yeah. And execution is where the top competition is. Warzone is where like all the noobs play. And I think giving this third venue or this third option will consolidate like the community a lot more. And what I mean by that as well is I think there will be a bigger mixture of talent in all three of the game types. I don't think you're going to have one game type where it's just going to be all noobs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
I think it'll be much more of an even playing field, and that's ultimately a good thing.
I agree. The team deathmatch will definitely be fun. I mean, people play Annex simply because of the fact that you can keep respawning and not necessarily because they like objective-based game types. So that's definitely what people are going to love. That's going to be fun. They're going to add these things called mutators, which most people do not know, but in Gears 3, there are going to be things called mutators, which are essentially like mods that you can implement into private matches where, for instance, you can make your head bigger, and it modifies the game, and sometimes it's mechanics and others are just aesthetic. But I think that's going to be fun.
Are you making that up?
I swear to God. They have mods. It was on the Gears of War 3 forum.
You can include mutators?
No, I was not aware of that.
Yeah. Hopefully they continue to do that, because that seems like great. They did that with Unreal Tournament, and that stuff was hot. That was the only good multiplayer game Epic made. There were people on the forums who try to get Epic to support the competitive community like MLG, and they suggested that, or I wanted to suggest, unfortunately I got banned, but I wanted to suggest that mods help competitive gameplay. Like, for instance, they could change the stopping power on the guns, so where it's not so cheap, where like you're rolling and it's stopping you in your roll, or maybe it can increase the rate of fire of the shotgun, maybe change ammo on some guns, stuff like that. So far, I'm pretty sure that all they've confirmed was that the mods could change like your head size, which that's not going to change any gameplay. That'd be fun and cute, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
But
it'd be better for snipers.
Lancer skins, character skins, executions.
I think it's a well-needed treat, if you will. I wouldn't use that word, but I mean, yeah. Playing Gears as long as we both have what, like 10,000 games played, 70,000 kills, something around there. Yeah. It gets boring. I'm sorry to say, but it gets boring. And how often do you hear people in the party saying, "Oh, I'm going to try playing with Ty," or "I'm going to try playing with Theron Guard"? Just little simple stuff like that, just to spice up the gameplay, I think is definitely needed. And honestly, with these unlockables, I don't see why they couldn't just have an update or something like that, some downloadable content or something where you can unlock even more later down the road. So I think having the unlockable aspect in the gameplay built in allows them to be more creative, say 2 years down the line where Gears is getting stale again, instead of having all these little promotional weekends with all this XP that nobody really cares about, make it something that people actually will have fun with. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Alright, we're coming to the end of the video, and we're all excited for the Gears of War 3 beta, and hopefully people, hardcore fans and casual gamers alike, will be satisfied by what Gears of War has to offer for the multiplayer fans.
Please, God, make this a good game.
I'm sure a lot of people are saying that, so we'll catch you guys later. Coughs out, and Mac is a bitch.
Deuces. What?
We're looking to get a lot of feedback from the beta beyond just sort of the technical aspects of dedicated servers and you know, it's going global, so I still want to test that. But yeah, no, I mean, we've set up we're going to have forums, so when you play the beta, it'll give you a location to go and give your feedback. We want to hear about weapon balance, map balance, new features, controls. We want to hear about it all, because that's what we're really trying to get out of it. Is we want to put the game in the customer's hands before they buy it, you know, at retail, and hear what they think of our changes.